the day, vlogging to save the day. Nostalgic vintage toy heroes.
Hello everyone, it's Alright here and welcome to another Figure Force video, and I'm going to be talking to you about building a Tyrant. Now, I saw Endgame a few weeks ago. I enjoyed it. I thought it wasn't as good as Infinity War, but the film kind of made me make a decision that I do want some Marvel figures in my collection. As I mentioned in my previous video, the only two Marvel figures I previously had was a Marvel Select Deadpool and a Marvel Legends Star-Lord. And basically I decided that I really wanted to add a Thanos to the collection, and after a lot of thinking and deciding, it was the Build-A-Figure version that was with the Marvel Legends that I actually really wanted. And I was looking for parts on eBay, and I actually found out that there are two versions of him, well, two releases of him, I thought. Now, when I was watching all the reviews and everything like that on YouTube, this other version doesn't seem to be mentioned in any of them, and also there isn't any comparisons on YouTube or even photographs of the first version to the second version. So I made the assumption that the first version of the release was exactly the same as the second version of the release. Now, why that is important is I was actually planning to pick up some builder pieces from eBay, and then picking the odd Marvel Legends character that I liked and buying that figure with a part I needed, so I wouldn't have to buy an entire wave, if that makes sense. So I decided to take the plunge, and I spotted this seller on eBay with two Build-A-Figure parts. So I thought, you know what, kill two birds, one stone. I only have to pay postage for one, and then I won't have to pick up two of the Legends. So I found out that the left leg here of Thanos cost me £5, and this actually was packaged with the Iron Spider. And I thought, aha, well that's quite good, because there's another version of the Iron Spider that is packaged with Thanos' arm with the Infinity Gauntlet. So I thought, great, we can pick up those, and I'll get one version of the Iron Spider, and I've got two Build-A-Figure pieces. Brilliant. And I also noticed he was selling his arm. His right arm, this is clenched fist, and I thought, great, £5 for this one as well. Paid £3.50 postage, and I thought, well, actually, there's two figures probably. I've saved the money for two figures there essentially. So, and I've paid 13 quid or 39 quid for a third of Thanos. So I thought, brilliant. And it was only after I ordered this that I realised that something wasn't quite right. And the problem was, when I read the description of this, it mentioned that this was the first 2017 release with the darker skin tone. Now that started to worry me a little bit. By this time I'd also bid on another item on eBay. I bid on a torso piece, which also seemed to be for this set. Same body and everything like that. So, same colour tone, sorry. So I thought, okay then, right. So it looks like I'm pretty much maybe committed to getting this Thanos. But I did want some of the Marvel Legends figures as well, and I decided, you know what, I really wanted an Iron Spider. I'll pick up an Iron Spider and I'll see what the skin tone difference was. And I have, and I've picked one up. And he's a cool figure. His leg fell off in the box, but you know what he's called. It's a shame he hasn't got the spider things out the back, but never mind. He's a cool figure. I really like the articulation of him. And he did come with the Infinity Gauntlet arm. Look at the difference in skin tone of that. So, right, so I thought of a different plan then. I thought, well, actually, there might be a way around this. I will still be able to pick up a different leg, I thought, from, I believe, Black Widow. If I can resell this arm, and what I'll do is I'll paint the neck because it's only the skin tone that I thought was the issue at this point. So I thought I'd paint Thanos' neck to this colour and get another arm, sell this arm on. That'll be great, happy days, because I've already bid on this item on eBay. And this is just where it gets so confusing. Basically, the paint is completely bloody different on these things. I thought that it was only the skin tone would be different, but the leg pieces are even different. This is more of a lighter brown, so I couldn't even use this leg. I couldn't get the leg from Black Widow, and I just thought, you know what, this is going to be an absolute bloody nightmare. I've committed to something that is older than the widespread version, and I actually prefer this colour anyway. So I thought, you've dropped a bollock here, Rich, and you've bid on another item, and so I'll have half a Thanos. Anyway, in the meantime, I've put on Twitter that, has anyone got any parts for these figures? And a young lady contacted me and said, I'll show her name, Sarah Cage, Purplister, I think it is. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I've butchered that. She says, I've got the Thor figure, and I don't need the head, so I'll send you the head. You don't have to pay me for it, which I was really grateful for. And it was to this skin tone. So now, I'm 2 items out of 6 into completing Thanos here. But I've got the head coming, and I've got the arm, and I'd also got the arm here, the same one as that one, as this one here, with Captain America here, sorry. So I kind of just made the decision that, you know what, I need to cut my losses with this. This is the skin tone, colour, Thanos figure I want. This one was just a bad purchase, and I should have done my homework, really. So that's my biggest piece of advice with this. So I've actually listed these back on eBay now. I'm probably going to make a bit of a loss on them, but it's better I cut my losses here and get the figure that I want, rather than just trying to butcher and customise a thing that just wasn't very good. So I'm in with this Thanos. I'm in with the 2018 best of 2018 Thanos. I've got 2, as I say, 2 of that way. There you are. And it will mean that I need to pick up a Black Widow, a Ant-Man and a Wasp in order to complete the figure, which I might have already done, but there you go. But I will say this, it's so nice to see toys in retail. I must have gone round about 4 or 5 shops when I popped out and got these, and it was nice to actually see toys on the shelf and actually be able to get hold of these. And it's something I've missed from Transformers collecting, is that you can go into a toy shop and actually find these bloody things and have a good look at them. So there you are. I've made a bit of a mishap with Thanos. I bought something off eBay, it's only come today and it's been relisted, and let's just help I break even on it for my sake. But thanks to Sarah, I've got Thanos' head on the way, I've got his left arm and his right arm in here, and I'm really in for making this Build-A-Figure. Is this going to be a new obsession? I don't know. I'm going to have to set myself some rules with this. I think I am more into the Legend scale than the Select scale. I think that it's okay to buy a figure that I like from the Select range, like I really like that Thor figure. But I need to limit myself, really. I'm not going to be buying every single one. One rule I've set already is that I'll only buy MCU stuff, which I'm fine with. I would like Captain America with his shield, not this shield, and probably with his helmet on. I'd like an Iron Man, but the Iron Man in this wave doesn't have any build-apart figures, and I think there's a nicer 10th anniversary figure coming out, or out at the moment, so I might look at that. There's also a pack of Rocket Raccoon, and Groot and Thor. I would like the Thor, but I'm in no desperate need for that particular Thor, and I kind of would like to get one, possibly out of Endgame, but we'll see what gets released. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will do a second part, and I will build Thanos when I've got all the parts here, which actually might be the end of the week now. And you might say, oh, you've spent a lot of money on stuff. I've actually sold decent part of my collection, but I've sold 4 or 5 items that I spent quite a lot of money on before, and basically I've moved them on because they were in storage, and I didn't see the value in keeping them up in loft when I can get other things that I like and I'm into. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've kept track of it, because it even confused me talking through it. But anyway, I'll be Thor Rider, and I'll catch you again soon.